Imagine flipping a coin and it landing heads. The average daily chance of dying as someone involved in the Second World War is equal to landing 17 heads in a row. Our visualization consists of several sections. We've got the main timeline graph, the world map, the casualties ranking, and the additional information section. We can go through the timeline by clicking and dragging the timeline itself. The horizontal bars on the timeline indicate the duration of the wars. We can zoom in and out by scrolling, and the casualties ranking dynamically adjusts to the conflicts that are currently being shown on the timeline. The conflicts with a higher average daily chance of dying are near the bottom of the timeline graph, requiring less heads to be flipped. We can highlight a war by clicking on it on the timeline. This will show all the countries that were involved in this conflict, and a brief description will appear. Notice the difference between the First and the Second World War. Let's zoom in on a few wars with a very high average daily chance of dying or a low number of consecutive heads needed. We can also select a war by clicking on it on the casualties ranking. We can zoom in on the world map and we find out that the two countries involved in the football war were El Salvador and Honduras. The Six-Day War had more casualties than the football war, and took place on the other side of the globe. We can get more information about the selected war by clicking on the additional information section, which leads us to the Wikipedia page. The selected war will also stay highlighted on the casualties ranking. Not only wars, but also countries can be selected by clicking on them on the world map. Now all the wars that Japan was involved with will be highlighted. As we can see, Japan was not part of any wars in the past few decades. Clicking on the United States, however, shows that it has been very active in recent years. Thank you for your attention.